All right. Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
So today we have a mystery bottle that just showed up. Neither one of us can remember who bought it, so that's not a
I'll
good
have to
sign.
look on all our pictures, but
Yeah, I don't know. I may have just thrown it in the cart, but usually I write the price on it. We didn't have a price on the bottom, so we don't even know who picked this up. But anyways,
and we didn't shop after doing any shows.
no. So and I might have, I have when.
I haven't.
I have, but what when we went back to get Old Crow for one of the subscribers, I believe it was Paul something, but I might have just grabbed this one as a reflex, and I just didn't write the price on the bottom
Maybe.
somehow because of the fact that I knew you were going to get that one, but I really don't remember. So we did like the regular Old Crow. Now the Old Crow Reserve is 86 proof. That was only 80 proof. It is, again, not to go through it, this is a Jim Beam product. It uses the same mash bill as the Jim Beam products do, but it's aged for a shorter time. But I don't think Jim Beam White is really aged.
This is 4, and Old Crow is 3, I believe.
And see, I don't think Jim Beam's even that long. Like the white label Jim Beam, might be 3 years on that one. Anyways, that's all they say. So, Old Crow, again, it's known to be one of the earliest bourbons on the market, and I think it was one of the first ever to use the sour mash technology anyway.
It's a full year.
Been around since like 1830 was when it became popular. So one of the fun facts of the one of the most famous people that used to love the Old Crow was Ulysses S. Grant. That's what they were saying. Like that, this was his drink back in the day. But who knows? So moral of the story: is Old Crow Reserve better than Old Crow? That's what
we know it's a higher proof.
That's what we get right.
And Jim Beam was 4 year.
It's a 4 year. That's what I mean when they say it's aged less. It didn't make sense when I Googled that. Like what? It's the same.
Well, Old Crow itself is 3, I believe.
Right, but if this is a 4 year,
yeah.
That's a 4 year, then it's basically the same thing with the same
I
mash bill.
think it said it's aged less than the original Old Crow, is what I thought it said.
No, I know it's aged less than the Jim Beam because it's made with the same mash as the Jim Beam makes, in theory. It is a product of Beam. Let me see. It's aged a full year longer and bottled at a higher proof than Old Crow, is what it's.
I knew that's the way I read it, but
no, what I Googled, they had said it's the same.
Yeah.
It compared it to like Beam White Label, but White Label I think is only that too. So I don't know. We'll see what it tastes like, but
kind of banana-esque.
Welcome to Beam. Did you finally get? I've been telling you that every time. Every time there's a Jim Beam product, it's like holy banana bread, Batman, and you're like, don't get the bananas, don't get the bananas.
I do actually. I'm not really getting the vanilla or anything, but I usually don't get that till we sip anyway.
Yeah, I haven't even had a drink yet today, so this will be. I'm getting the initial. I do get the banana from over here. I could smell. And it's funny, I ate the rest of the runts the other day, and there was like 3 banana runts on the bottom. I threw in, I was like, oh, I can 100% see why people say that you get that when you drink
The
it.
hint.
Yeah.
You could get it just with the nose, not on taste.
And that was my first sip of the day. Haven't had anything. And like that one warmed me up inside right there. And it's only 86 proof, but like it was like a, hello, I'm here. Just like, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know if it's just because it's my very first sip of the day.
It's almost like that cinnamon-esque. Which one do we do?
You're tasting cinnamon?
That tastes kind of like a cinnamony burn, like.
Okay. Let me get an actual.
Definitely a banana sweetness nose.
I don't know if I'm getting cinnamon. It's got a nice finish though. It's still on my tongue.
Right. I guess that's not to dumb channel where everyone was trying to do a whole teaspoon.
Oh,
But
the
did
cinnamon.
Yeah, but did
channel.
you ever like take a lot of cinnamon, or not the teaspoon, but it's got like that heat kind of that weird. Yeah, we'll have to try it after this.
Well, I've eaten like hot balls and stuff, but I've never
No.
done the cinnamon challenge. No, where you
But if
can't swallow and
like
you end up
yeah, you don't
coughing
choke.
it out
Yeah,
and
we won't
choking.
go that much.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
If you just take like a pinch and you put it, you'll have that like tingly burn, and then you'll have that taste. I guess I do a little bit stupider things sometimes. I didn't want to do a whole teaspoon, but I was going to try to see what the fuss
flavor was.
No, I was just seeing what the fuss was.
Oh. No, I
My
never
luck, I
tried
just
it.
choked myself with a pinch. That's why I don't go nuts with
Yeah, no,
those
I
ideas.
never tried the cinnamon challenge.
Not recommended.
It says it hardens up and it's like impossible to swallow. I did once. What was it? You had to eat 10 saltines and try to whistle or something. That's impossible to do too. It was some weird one when we were kids that I tried, but that one I tried. I didn't ever try the cinnamon challenge. I also never ate a Tide Pod. So if we're gonna go with all the stupid things the young kids are doing today, I've never done that.
Can't say
one either.
it's even something I'd be interested in.
No, but they did it. Or stick a penny in a socket. Like
Yeah, I seen that one
thing.
too. Yeah.
Silly kids. Overall,
I've been zapped before. I don't think. I
yeah,
need to
you
put
and me
anything.
both, and I'm not a fan. So, I got to be honest. When we looked this up, because again, this just appeared in our bag. I really don't know where it came from, but in our little bag of tricks over here. So I said, let's try it. I wanted to see, but I mean, when I reviewed it, a lot of them, the comments were like, "Yeah, go buy some Coke. This isn't really good."
It was
and stuff.
very negative.
And I really am not hating on this. Like,
No.
I don't find it harsh. I don't find it super sweet. Like they were saying, like you just need to put it with Coke, and
That was like one of the initial statements.
I really don't see what's wrong with it.
And it was mixed bags if they're still making it or not, so we're not sure on that either. But
Yeah, because someone had said it was discontinued. Maybe it was, and it came back. I don't know. Wasn't Old Crow one of them ones that were gone for a little bit? I don't remember.
I know I had a tough time.
I didn't do a lot of research on this one because I didn't even know I had it. When I just reached in to grab something, I was like, "Huh, where'd this guy come from?"
And I happened to, when I bought the Old Crow, I did both of them, figuring we would have this. at
The
some
research,
point.
right? And I may have grabbed it, but I didn't do research on it, so I'm almost guaranteeing I didn't. But I don't know. I bought so much that
Excuse
one day that it could have ended up in my basket, and I just overlooked it. But overall, I'm really don't. I mean, the bottle itself, and again, prices. I actually Googled it. It said $12.99 for a 750 milliliter, anywhere from 12 to 14. That's
Excuse me.
That to me, I would buy this all day long. I think it has a nice taste. I mean, if we're looking at some of the ones that we've recently had, even the Old Crow was. I mean, this is just a little bit higher proof. That was
think
like
that was
$21 for a handle.
It might have been a little sweeter,
It
if I remember the Old Crow.
might have been. You should remember it because it came back like that. So I can't say I don't think I've sampled it since it made its return to my house, but I really don't think I have actually had it. I actually like this. This actually has a nice. It sits on your tongue.
Compare 'em?
Well, that's up to you. We can. Because I'm trying to think. Is it better? I guess there's only one way to find out if it's better is if we actually try
That's
it
the
next
worst
to it.
case. You'll have to find this at your place because I don't have it in mine.
No. I'm gonna have to make a list of some of the ones that have gotten beaten up
That
over the.
gets evaporated.
Yeah, so hot up here.
It's pretty hot in the truck too.
I'll have to. I'll have to look to see if where it is. I think it was only 21, 22. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's give this a little shake. So we got the regular Old Crow. Color-wise, it's almost the same.
Pretty damn close.
No, this one, huge banana. As soon as I even brought that anywhere on my nose, big banana flavor, smell right off the bat. Like, bam, to me. Did that, you get that?
Oh, this one's
A lot
now
more
this
than
re-
the-
reserve starting to come in with the batter.
Yeah, I mean, the initial smell, I got hit hard with the banana. I don't know if it's because of the lower proof. Like, this one almost smelled like I could smell proof, and like I said, maybe it's because I didn't have anything at all yet today, this one just slams you with the banana runt. Really like a banana candy. That's what it smells like. Relax, bud. Hold on a minute. Let me try this one though. This one's the regular Old Crow on my left.
Yeah, that's what I got. Well, closest to the bottle is Old Crow. Not far off in taste, other than this is you can feel heat a little bit more in this one, I think.
No, and that one actually has a nice little finish on it too. Now that
this one has a little, I think, a little bit longer.
Now
a little.
The reserve set in a cup,
yeah.
I'm getting more of the cake like.
Yeah,
it's not.
batter.
It's not a candy anymore. It's more of a.
I don't know. Again, for the money, I don't think you're really gonna go. I actually kind of like the Old Crow Reserve a little bit more.
I was just gonna say I think it has a fuller body taste. This one seemed lighter to me. I think this one brings a little more flavor. It brings a longer flavor. Coats a little bit better.
You get that little Bernie more.
Yeah,
like a little.
Yeah, that little bit of bump and proof.
We're gonna go try that cinnamon. We'll pinch of that.
Oh, goody. The Old Crow itself, the plain one, is a huge banana bomb. Like I am getting huge banana smell on that.
No heat. I don't know. They're easy. I like it. I like this one a little better.
I 100% agree with that assessment. Honestly, I see zero wrong with the Old Crow. It is. I mean, when you drink a back to back, it is decisively different in both smell and. I mean, you could tell they're sister products, but the Reserve just brings it a little bit more.
I think so.
A little bit hotter and a little bit.
I don't think it's deserving of. You can't have this without Coke. I don't. I was gonna go back to that. To me, I mean, you can't have Gilbert without Coke, or you can't have. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't think. You're not even gonna know if you put Coke with Gilbert.
I don't see. Well, they made it sound like this was just bad whiskey, and I really don't get that at all. I think it's inexpensive, decent whiskey. You know what I mean? Like, will it take one of the top 3 spots? No.
Well, we say that all the time.
But
and we're not paying that money.
You're not. But then again, you know what? I don't think if we did it blind, you'd be like disgusting. I think I would think it would run right with them. You just might pick it last.
I think there's only like 2 that would be like.
Not making a cut at all.
If you put a Gilbert's up here, I think both of us would figure that one out. Mm-hmm. And if you put this Stillhouse up here, I'm pretty sure both of us would get that one too.
Right. Well, it's crystal clear besides, so.
It's.
You know, we're in a video there, doggy. You gotta leave me alone. Yeah. But overall, again, this was $12.99 for $7.50. That one was $22 for 1.75. So you're talking a difference of like $2 probably for
I can't
a handle.
imagine that's
if this comes in a handle.
Probably $24.
I think for one time, for whatever reason, that's why I'm confused if I saw it, because I thought I saw this one time, but it was $26 at my store, but it was a handle. And I went, why is it so much more than what I remember it being?
Actually, now that you're saying that, maybe that's what.
Well, maybe that was Ezra. Remember, there was a step up from Ezra.
Yeah, it was Ezra. How are you saying that?
There was a step up from Ezra, so maybe it was that. So I don't know. Come on,
that'd be a good.
Yeah, because there's an Ezra 99, I think, or something. I think that's what that was. That it was like 26 for a handle, and I'm like, why is it so much more at my store? But it was a step up. But overall, I think this was unfairly judged by the Yelp reviews or whatever reviews
by
were
those
doing.
That are probably only doing
the high end. Right. I guess
they couldn't be bothered. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, because as far as mixing in with what's sitting behind us, this is decent whiskey for short money. I mean, $12.99. I would buy this. I'd say that with the Old Crow though. I would buy that all day long. Like as far as.
And if you had it out, it's not one people know.
Right. It looks fancy. It says Reserve, which means nothing, but it sounds like.
And it says the 86, so you can see that plain as day. And again, if people are like wasting it, you're not gonna be crying.
Right, as they're pouring it all over the table, and you know what I mean. You're like, okay, it was $12.99. Who cares? You know what I mean. You can mix it with toilet water and be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter because it's not gonna, it's not a $300 bottle. It doesn't matter. But I think with the 86, it hands down would be good with Coke. I think it would fight through. I think it actually carries itself well. Like it has a good amount of flavor. And taste. So
it does.
And it has a nice nose. Like sometimes you get the flavor, but it doesn't even have a nose. But to me, you do get that a little bit of the banana. If some people are not Jim Beam,
it's more pasty now.
I think
battery now.
I agree. I think it's tapered down compared to the Old Crow. I think at the lower proof, you really get the banana bomb. This you kind of get like more of a banana bread.
Yeah, not as much sweetness with the original Old Crow. But again,
yeah, it's almost like you could taste the barrel that it's been sitting in longer. Like it gives you that secondary, drier taste on the way down. But it coats nice though. It seems to be more oily.
The Reserve.
The Old Crow, and I don't know if it's the proof. It does do a nice little coat on the tongue, but it kind of drinks down like water. You don't feel it. Where the Reserve kind of coats you, almost like a syrup as it comes down a little bit.
It's good. Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the proof, it's the extra barrel, whatever it is. It kind of lasts longer.
I'm going with it's cinnamon-esque, and that's what gives you that little bit of extra heat.
Everyone says cinnamon, and I just haven't got that yet. And I eat all kinds of cinnamon candies too. And I just had the realization that cinnamon is cinnamon, and it's all the same. And I didn't really realize that because I'm a dope. But
I say
it could be.
I say give it a shot.
I 100% say give that a shot. If you see it and you've never tried it, I think it's a must try. For $12.99,
I'll keep an eye because I don't really see it where I shop. So
I can't believe
again that one, and I got to look out for the Fighting Cock in this one now.
I'm gonna have to look. I might even get this at Ted's. Like
one
of the days when I just ran in. I might have got it over here by us.
Oh, your side?
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't remember buying it. I don't remember
seeing it on my side.
And I might have bought it just because I was like, oh, you know what? He's getting the other one. Let me grab this one. Type of deal.
That could be because I told you I was down.
And if I only bought like one bottle, because sometimes I'll go in and if I only bought like one or two bottles, maybe I don't usually go in and buy one. I go in with a shopping cart and I'm like,
That's when I really know I'm shopping.
Yeah, and then I come out with boxes. They give me wine boxes full of bottles. So that's how I've been shopping lately. So I might have just grabbed this on I haven't seen this one yet. And we're going to want to do that after. So maybe I grabbed it on a whim. If you really don't think you bought it, I'm sure I did. And it was just in one of my...
I'll check the pictures that I sent you, but I don't think that's one of mine. Because I'm pretty sure I would have remembered the name when you had me searching for that one.
Well, it's funny because I remember seeing, but I think it was Ezra. Because I remember going, why is it so much more money at my store? But it was a Ezra 99 instead of whatever it was. So, but all right, well, I guess we can keep this one short and sweet then. $12.99 for a 750 milliliter. I think it's a must buy as far as if you haven't
right there.
If you haven't tried it and you can find it. But again, there was some kind of a thing when I was just looking it up real quick because I didn't do research in advance because I didn't realize it was in the bag until I just grabbed it out. Someone did say something was discontinued with them, and I don't know.
I think I come up with that as well.
I don't know if they don't do the Reserve anymore, and if not, that's even better. Now it's a hidden gem. But
yeah, we can't take that one, or not we. I can't take that one.
You can do what you want. I'm not telling you not to.
Nope.
Just there's a lot of evaporation that makes it on the way there and back. That's all I can say.
3 to 5, 6 days in between.
It can happen. It can happen. So. But overall, for the price, I think it's a steal. Honestly, I think it has a ton of flavor. I mean, you're competing. Well, you're not competing with the 10 high price or the like the banks and stuff, but that's still short money for.
It's in a benchmark
for 750.
And Ezra probably would be that as far as 750.
For 750, yeah, because you bought the handle for the Ezra one. I don't remember what that one was. 24. So if you cut it in half, you're talking in that
Be close.
in that same
Because
range.
I would say that for a handle would be pretty close.
Yeah.
24, 25.
Probably in the same range. So, all right. Well, we can keep it at that.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. There it is. Old Crow Reserve. Don't listen to the hype where it says it's terrible. I
don't think you need Coke. You could manage this by yourself. Would be fine.
I think they kind of said you need Coke because it's flavorless, but to me, I think it's really good. I like it. I think it carries a lot of bourbon flavors. Where, I mean, if you're an anti-beam guy, you wouldn't like it. But to me, I think it's really good. I think if we blinded this, I think it would hold its own. To be honest with you, if we went like the cheap ends, if we end up doing a sub 20 or sub 15,
I think that would stand up.
I think like if we did a sub 15,
I don't
750,
know if
or
you're
something
doing
like
this
that.
against the 101 Fighting Cock. I don't think it would.
No, but I'm talking like just if we did a blind of something that's under $15 for a 750 milliliter.
It'll definitely
I think it would hold.
I think
it would hold its own. It's got a nice flavor.
Yeah, and
nice smell.
we would pick it because it's got that extra.
It's got that. Yeah, it's a little more than an 80, like that one is. So there you go. Old Crow Reserve. Leave a comment down below if you've ever had it and you hate it. Let us know if we're just totally off base, or if you do end up listening to us and go out and trying it, whether you hate it or like it. Leave a comment down below. It'd be interesting to find out on. Are my taste buds just whacked? Because that is always an option. So it'd be good to know if you guys end up trying something that we recommend, and then you try it. If you absolutely hate it, don't be bashful. I'm a big boy. I can take it. Just come on and go, boy. You tastes like a toilet.
If you ask our wives, they're already going to tell you that.
Yeah.
But we're already there.
For those of you who know me, I'm cooked anyway, so it doesn't matter. But when you look at that, honestly, I'd like to see somebody else's opinion, because I actually think this, for the price, I don't think if you're going to go price per flavor and taste, this is right up there with some of the better. So all right, matching it up. There you go, Old Crow Reserve. So once again, this is a perfect example. Spend less, drink more. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Subscribe. I don't mind that. Maybe a little